Now, Kejriwal-Vishwas showdown escalates ahead of the Punjab post. The Delhi Chief Minister has broken his silence on the allegations levelled against him by ex-AAP leader Kumar Vishwas. He has denied all the charges and claimed that the allegations are baseless. He said that if he was planning to divide the country, then what were Prime Minister Modi and Rahul Gandhi doing for the last 10 years? Earlier, yesterday, Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi wrote a letter to Prime Minister Modi demanding a probe into the allegations against Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Taking to Twitter on late Thursday night, Channi highlighted that a probe is necessary as the people of the state had paid a huge price while fighting off separatism across the state. Now, this after former AAP leader Kumar Vishwas levelled serious allegations against Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. He alleged that Kejriwal was ready to tie up with Khalistani and separatist elements in the 2017 elections in the state. Meanwhile, BJP's Amit Malviya has slammed Kejriwal and alleged that top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party had fudged the letter of support from US-based radical group Seeks for Justice. He further said that AAP wants to burn down Punjab for power.
पंजाब जैसे एक सेंसिटिव स्टेट में चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं, लेकिन अलगाववाद और उन तथ्यों का, उन संस्थाओं का वो साथ लेंगे जो भारत विरोधी हैं। ऐसे उनके स्वर न सिर्फ चिंताजनक है, बल्कि ये भी प्रश्न उठता है कि अब तक कुमार विश्वास के इस कथन पर अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने चुप्पी क्यों साधी है।
Well, there are certain issues on which there should be no politics in Punjab. Is this entire issue of separatism for which Punjab paid a heavy price in blood between 1980 and 1995? Please do not make Punjab the battleground for your own personal fights. This is a border state. There are sensitivities out here. I urge all these people not to indulge in this petty politics.
उनका चेहरा बेनकाब हो गया। अब केजरीवाल का आतंकवादी कनेक्शन और उनका खालिस्तानी कनेक्शन वो सीधे तौर पे नजर आ रहा है और वो लोगों को उकसा करके जो गुरतवंत सिंह पन्नू खालिस्तान की बात करता है वही बोली तो केजरीवाल बोलता है कि अगर पंजाब में सरकार बनेगी तो अलग से स्टेट बना करके देंगी, खालिस्तान बनाना चाह रहे हो।
The question is not about somebody investigating somebody or not on the basis of allegations of Mr. Kumar Vishwas. The question is that if these allegations are not true, then did Mr. Kejriwal take any action against Mr. Kumar Vishwas? Similar allegations were also made on record by Gul Panag. See her tweets, see her statements in the media. She has also come out and said that the Aam Aadmi Party, Mr. Kejriwal, was flirting with the K elements, the Khalistani elements, just for the sake of few votes, even though they had no real electoral presence. And there are several news reports as to how separatist elements were campaigning for Aam Aadmi Party, or Mr. Kejriwal even spent the night at the house of such separatist elements.
Punjab's poll punches are packed with allegations, counters and a never-ending political slugfest. With just 2 days left before Punjab casts its ballot, little is left to imagination in this dangle. On Wednesday, Aam Aadmi Party's expelled founder member Kumar Vishwas, who made a sensation claiming Kejriwal backed separatist elements in Punjab. While Kejriwal remains silent on the charges, the cornered Aam Aadmi Party has launched a counter-attack.
मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, इस दुनिया के कौन से आतंकवादी ने वर्ल्ड क्लास स्कूल बनाए जैसे अरविंद केजरीवाल साहब ने दिल्ली में बनाए? कौन से आतंकवादी ने स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट हेल्थ केयर हॉस्पिटल्स, मोहल्ला क्लिनिक बनाए, शानदार अस्पताल और इलाज व्यवस्था करी जैसी अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने दिल्ली में करके दिखाई?
Kumar Vishwas has threatened to reveal all if Aam Aadmi Party continues to attack him.
उसके चिंटुओं से ये कहना है कि आका की थोड़ी बहुत इज्जत बचानी है ना, तो मुझसे ज्यादा मत भिड़ो, वरना मैं सारी बता दूंगा क्या क्या है। अभी कुछ सांपों के इलाज कुछ विशेष सपेरों पर होते हैं। ये दुर्भाग्यशाली है कि भारत की राजनीतिक पार्टियों के पास वो कौशल नहीं है कि वो ऐसे सपेरों को पिटारे में बंद कर सकें। मैं इसके लिए क्षमा चाहता हूं कि ये जो बेवकूफी हुई है, इसमें हमारे हाथ थे, तो हम ही बंद कर देंगे किसी न किसी दिन।
The Aam Aadmi Party is under attack from all quarters. The Congress big guns on Thursday fired away at Kejriwal. Party MP Rahul Gandhi demanded that the Delhi Chief Minister come clean on Vishwas's charges.
कुमार विश्वास ने केजरीवाल जी पे आरोप लगाया, मगर उनके आरोप के बारे में केजरीवाल जी एक शब्द नहीं कह पा रहे हैं। क्यों? जवाब देना चाहिए, और लंबा जवाब नहीं केजरीवाल जी, सीधा जवाब, हां या ना। क्या कुमार विश्वास सच बोल रहा है या झूठ बोल रहा है?
Priyanka Gandhi Vadra too launched a fierce attack, calling Aam Aadmi Party another version of the BJP.
आपने वो कहावत सुनी है, बड़े मियाँ तो बड़े मियाँ, छोटे मियाँ, फिर से बोलिए, छोटे मियाँ, बड़े मियाँ कौन? प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी। छोटे मियाँ कौन? मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी। समझे आप बात? आतंकवादियों के घर में जाके रहते हैं एक छोटे मियाँ साहब, और बड़े मियाँ किसानों को आतंकवादी कहते हैं। चुनाव में
Not just the Gandhis. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also targeted Aam Aadmi Party in his campaign speech in UP.
ये लोग पंजाब को तोड़ने का सपना पाले हुए हैं। ये लोग सत्ता के लिए अलगाववादियों से भी हाथ मिलाने को तैयार है। सत्ता पाने के लिए इन लोगों को अगर देश भी तोड़ना पड़े तो ये उसके लिए भी तैयार है।
BJP's Amit Malviya also questioned Kejriwal and accused him of pandering to separatist elements in Punjab, adding that even actor Gul Panang had warned Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party about their romance with fanatic religious fringe and separatist elements.
And if you even have a conversation with somebody who's a one-man army, then you are playing into the narrative.
The heavy exchange of fire indicates the fight in Punjab is a tight one. The BJP and Congress are gunning for the Aam Aadmi Party. With less than 48 hours to polls, will Kejriwal break silence on the charges against him? Bureau Report, India Today.
BJP IT Cell Chief Mr. Amit Malviya is now joining us on the phone line. Mr. Malviya, the Aam Aadmi Party and specifically Delhi Chief Minister and AAP Chief Arvind Kejriwal have denied all the allegations levelled against them by Kumar Vishwas. What they're saying is that if at all the BJP and the centre knew that he was pro-separatist or was harbouring pro-separatist ambitions, then why didn't Modi act against him?
Well, first of all, the best defence that the Aam Aadmi Party could put in defence of Arvind Kejriwal was that Kumar Vishwas spoke 48 hours before elections. I want to remind your viewers that Kumar Vishwas first spoke in January of 2020, almost 2.5 years ago, and spoke about Arvind Kejriwal's sinister plans to push Punjab in the throes of separatism. He spoke about how Arvind Kejriwal wanted to become the Chief Minister of Punjab and how he was not averse to taking support from the separatist element. Arvind Kejriwal's former colleague Gul Panag also spoke at the same time. It is very well known and documented that Arvind Kejriwal spent time at a former Khalistani's house. He slept there overnight in a bid to appease the radical fringe in Punjab. Now, that is Arvind Kejriwal's track record. So for the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal to now come up and target Kumar Vishwas for his timing is actually selective, and it exposes the Arvind Kejriwal-led Aam Aadmi Party even further. As far as the separatist elements are concerned, yesterday we saw Sikh for Justice Foundation deny that they have issued a support letter and in fact blame Arvind Kejriwal, Bhagwant Mann and their party for issuing such letter to garner support in the name of separatism. So it's quite clear that Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party are dangerously playing with fire. They have no issues burning down Punjab as long as it helps them get a few additional votes. And that is the tragedy that is facing Punjab today. Aam Aadmi Party is going to be a disaster for Punjab. And people of Punjab have eventually realized this much ahead of the polls.
Right, Mr. Malviya, you rightly pointed out one of the defenses that the Aam Aadmi Party is putting out is that the fact that Kumar Vishwas just spoke about 48 hours ahead of campaigning coming to a close in Punjab is suspect. But if you're saying that Mr. Vishwas has made these same allegations in 2020, then the Aam Aadmi Party asked the question that why didn't the centre take note of it, investigate it, probe it? Because it's a very dangerous game, allegedly, that Arvind Kejriwal is then playing.
It is more for Arvind Kejriwal to have clarified at that point in time when colleagues after colleagues of his kept talking about his inclination to use the radical religious fringe in Punjab for electoral purposes. So instead of questioning the administration and the government, which is actually run by the Congress in Punjab, it is for the Arvind Kejriwal to answer if these allegations were true. Why was he silent all these months and years? The truth is that it was Arvind Kejriwal who went and slept at a former Khalistani's residence in a bid to indicate to the religious fringe in Punjab that he's okay doing business with them. So Arvind Kejriwal has to come clean.
Okay, Arvind Kejriwal has to come clean. Mr. Malviya, thank you so much for speaking to India Today. Of course, Arvind Kejriwal is denying those allegations. He, of course, is saying that these are allegations which are suspect in nature because they've been raised just a few days before campaigning closes in Punjab. So a heated exchange of words there between the political parties in the fray, Aam Aadmi Party, BJP and the Congress as well. Kunal, my colleague, is now joining me live on this. Kunal, what are the sort of defenses that are being put forth by the Aam Aadmi Party? Because these are very serious allegations which Kumar Vishwas has levelled against Arvind Kejriwal.
Yeah, Paulomi, and that's why this issue is becoming really hot. And as the campaign will end today evening, there are lots to answer from Aam Aadmi Party. Although different political parties have attacked Aam Aadmi Party and its chief Arvind Kejriwal on keeping mum over the issue, but now even Arvind Kejriwal has reacted on the allegations made by Kumar Vishwas, and what he has said that both Congress as well as BJP, they are making the same accusations against the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal. That means that both the parties are together to stop Aam Aadmi Party to get on the reins of Punjab. So this is his statement, although even Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, Chief Minister Channi, everyone has attacked Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal for not saying on the issue for long. But now even Aam Aadmi Party is coming aggressively, and hopefully today even Arvind Kejriwal will address a press conference and he might clarify his stance over the issue.
Kunal, how is this issue playing out? This war of words which has started after the allegations which have been levelled by Kumar Vishwas against Arvind Kejriwal, how is it playing out on the ground in Punjab?
See, even last time, if you will see the context of 2017 elections, such kind of allegations have been put against Aam Aadmi Party, and that has caused enormously for Aam Aadmi Party. They haven't able to win Punjab. They got 22 seats, but was quite short of the majority. This time they were more or less believing on Delhi model and they were campaigning on positive lines. But since this issue has come up on the political scenario, everyone is discussing this. And that's why Aam Aadmi Party is of the view that this might harm their case even in this election also. So, although they are keeping silence over the issue, they have run an amazing campaign in Punjab, but they are very much worried about how this specific topic, this specific issue will play out in days to come. Since elections is almost 48 hours from now, so this is in the mind of everyone that how this kind of charge on Arvind Kejriwal to hand in gloves with the separatists, how that will play on the political scenario of the state.
Right, so it is going to be interesting how this actually plays out going forward, given that Punjab polls on a Sunday and campaigning comes to a close just a few hours from now. Kumar, thank you so much for joining us with your perspective and details on that controversy that's brewing in Punjab.